Hi everyone, it's Tia for this week's On the Wings of Bohemia video blog. I'm going to tell you a little bit about what happened last week. I have a friend who is in my acting class who's actually in casting, and she was casting a Eric Benet video, and at the last minute one of the character breakdowns got changed, and she needed an African-American female to play a soldier who could cry on cue. And she knows that I can access my emotions very well. I'm a very emotional person. And so she called me in. Literally, I think she called me at like 11:40, and I got to the casting session at like 12:45 or something like that. Just had to sit in front of the camera and cry, go from, straight emotion or straight face to building that emotion to kind of heaving to bringing it back down to settling into myself. So I used a subject that was close to me because there was no situation, there was no motivation. I had to pick something that was close to me that would get me to the place that I needed to be. And a song that a friend of mine had emailed to me, I guess a day before. It's of Nina Simone singing in this little old club, and it's soul shaking. And so that helped me. So I sat down in the chair, did what I needed to do. The director loved me. He gave me a hug when I was done, thanked me for coming in. I was booked that night, and the video shot the next day. So I went to the location. Call time was until 4, which is great. Went to the location and filled out the paperwork. Got in hair and makeup right away. There were other people there because there are other scenarios within the video. And put on my uniform. I was a Marine. I got to hold a AK-47, I believe. It wasn't a real gun, but it was pretty much simulated to real standards, very heavy. So I carried that around with me for a while, so I can kind of get that feeling. And so I wasn't supposed to shoot until the second to last, but they pushed me up. So the person who was shooting when I got there, when she was done, it was my turn. And so I was there trying to get the emotion. I was there. The emotion was there. I mean, I already had tears, and I didn't want to mess up any of my dirt makeup that I had on. So I didn't want them to fall, so I was trying to hold them back. But I've been working on it for about 40 minutes because they said, oh, your time is coming, and I thought it was quicker than it was going to be. So I got out there, got in place. I had to cherry picker over this building to get down to where I was going to be shooting, and the camera was literally a foot away from my face. I've never had a camera that close, and I think the shot was here, and literally a foot away from my face. So I was had the emotion going. On action, though, not a tear would fall. Not one tear. I had everything going on, the heaving, everything. I mean, I was feeling deeply, but there were no tears, and I was just so upset at myself. The makeup artist came over and gave me those glycerin tears in the middle of the take, and I was mortified. So after they pulled back and they cut, the director came over and I said, I'm so sorry. He's like, no, it's fine. He's like, we're gonna do another take, and the makeup artist was going to give me this gel stuff that was supposed to make me cry, and I was like, no, I don't need it. I shouldn't need it. So I decided to go ahead and use my emotion and start the scene crying because I didn't want to try and wait for tears to come again. So we started again. The second take went much better. The ending on it was much better. And so they were really happy with the second take, and so I had to do 2 takes. In class, they call me Two Take Tia, or Take 2 Tia. It's always my second take that's the winner. But I really need to make it, one take wonder. But I was happy. I mean, it wasn't my best work, I don't think, but I hope it turns out to look beautiful and that they got what they wanted. And Mr. Benet wanted to watch my scene, which was a little bit added pressure, but it went well, and I was excited to do it. The next gig I did was on Friday for a friend of mine. He is marketing he's pitching an idea to theme parks and to entertainment companies based on a cheer dance kind of feel. So we did like 6 little vignettes. So I helped him with that as a dancer. I don't cheer, I don't fly, I don't do stunts or anything like that. So I helped him as a dancer. That was done in San Marcos, which is 2 hours away from here. So I drove all the way down there, got there, we danced for about 4 or 5 hours, and then drove all the way back. So it was a long day, but you know, I'm happy to do things for my friends. And that was it. I had a great weekend, pretty low-key, laid back. Been picking up my guitar and practicing every day. A friend of mine, a really sweet friend of mine, got it restrung for me and put on new, I don't even know what those are called, the little tightener things. And she looks beautiful. Her name is Clementine, and I'm working on getting better, as well as working on my French every day. And again, some marketing and you know, writing my blogs and doing what I can. Had an audition this week that went really well. And I'll go ahead and tell you about it. Why not? So on yesterday, which was Tuesday, had an audition for Disney. And actually, I'm gonna wait. Because I want to know if I got the gig or not. I got a call back for it. Had the call back today. Went really well. So I will tell you more about it if I get the gig. I should find out in the next few days. But I will tell you more about it next week. Even if I don't get it, I'll just let you know how everything goes. So I guess that's it. If you have any questions, concerns, want to know anything, send me a comment, let me know, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for listening. Bye.